What's happening, Geeks and Gamers Play? This is Rolo the Puerto Rican Pistolero, and today I've got a little bit of good news for you, and it has to do with the KOTOR remake. Now, previously where we left off, the KOTOR remake was kind of in limbo with Aspyr putting a pause on development indefinitely. Well, now we've got some news that it looks like the Embracer Group may have chosen a new developer, and if you look at their track record, there's a little bit of hope for optimism here. So let's check it out. Embracer Group announces one AAA game has transitioned to another developer. Some speculate this title is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Remake. Sources had previously claimed that despite a demo seemingly being warmly received by Lucasfilm and Sony, art director Jason Miner and design director Brad Prince were laid off the following week. Miner did post on LinkedIn that he was looking for work around the time he was allegedly fired. Studio heads at developer Aspyr reportedly told employees the demo wasn't where they wanted it to be, and the project would be paused indefinitely. In addition, with some employees reportedly believed the Saber Interactive, brought on to assist with the project in May, would be taking over development entirely. So there we go. If you look back on some of Saber's previous work, you might not be surprised to see some good things in their resume. I'm a huge fan of Halo, and they actually did the Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2 remakes. So they updated the graphics, and they had this awesome feature where if you press the back button, it would switch between the updated Saber Interactive graphics and the original Bungie graphics. So I think that looking back on their work there and how it was pretty much instantaneous and it worked really well, I'd love to see that with KOTOR. Now, obviously, you want to see some bugs fixed, kind of like what you saw with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition last year. But I think that there's some hope here. So let's see what else we've got. Embracer Group acquired Aspyr in 2021 for up to $450 million. Gave a small scrap of what may be happening in their interim report, Q1. The section of note came when discussing upcoming AAA titles. One of the group's AAA projects has transitioned to another studio within the group. Embracer revealed this was done to ensure the quality bar is where we need it to be for the title. We're not expecting any material delays for the title based on this transition. So that's pretty awesome. We were all, for a while, I know I was pretty reluctant as a huge fan of the series. It was my first BioWare RPG, and it was, the first BioWare RPG for pretty much everybody out there, I'm sure, unless you started with Mass Effect. And it was one of the greatest pieces of Star Wars lore, in my opinion. And I think the Old Republic era is something that I'd love to see come back. Obviously, Disney's kind of destroyed Star Wars at this point, so I'm reluctant to see what they would do. But, the word on the street was that Aspyr was going to take the remake in a different direction and kind of tweak the storyline. And with everything that we've seen over the past few years in the entertainment industry, that was definitely a huge cause for concern for a lot of fans out there, especially, myself. I was like, you know what? I've pretty much been done with Star Wars, but the video games have been very good recently. And I think that bringing KOTOR back and preserving that story would be awesome. And it would be something that it would be difficult for me to resist, especially if you have Saber Interactive's, classic ability to switch between the new and the old graphics. I think that would be pretty cool. Now, obviously, you're going to want to see some bug fixes, maybe support for some mods out there. That'd be pretty awesome. But, anything else that they would want to add, modern, ray tracing, things like that, if possible. Because I know switching between the old visuals and the new ones might be limiting to the engines. So we'll check it out. It looks like the timeline is going to be 2025. And 2024 and 2025. Back in January this year, it was rumored that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake would alter the game's original combat. Along with being a complete remake from the ground up, his Aspyr job listing sought for a combat designer role. This suggested the remake would have more action-oriented combat system rather than the real-time turn-based system where players could pause to issue commands if they wished. So there you go. I'm personally optimistic. Again, what do you guys think? Smash the like button. Hit that subscribe if you're not already there, and let us know what you think about KOTOR, how you feel about this change in the remake, and some of the memories that you have with the KOTOR series, KOTOR 1 in particular, but hey, KOTOR 2 is amazing as well. So we'll catch you later on the next one.